Sometimes the most powerful thing you'll ever do isn't sticking it out. It's walking away from people, from expectations, from who you thought you had to be. Even when it hurts, even when you still love them, even when no one claps for you. I know. I've walked away from toxic relationships, from family dynamics that left me drained and unseen. They were some of the hardest decisions I ever made. I walked away from the version of myself who smiled when she was silently breaking inside. And every time I walked away, a part of me wondered, am I giving up? Or finally choosing myself? It took time, but here's what I know now. Walking away isn't quitting. It's rising. It's self-respect. So many times we stay too long. Why do we do that to ourselves? Because we don't want to be the bad guy. We don't want to be the villain. We think our loyalty has to be endless, that once you're loyal, always loyal. We confuse endurance, stay power, with our worth. In other words, we think that the longer we stay, the more we become worthy of being with that person or being in that relationship or being in that dynamic that just isn't serving us. We've been told that if it hurts, it's growth. So the more you stay in a place that's hurting you, clearly you're growing, right? But not everything that's painful is purposeful. Some of it is just poison that you've been trained to swallow. You need to know that you can love people and still choose yourself. What are some things that you can ask yourself if you're not sure if you're like enduring to endure or just need to like finally say, okay, here's the end? Ask yourself, do I feel safe being myself, fully myself in this space or in this relationship? Ask yourself, am I staying out of love or out of fear? You can also ask yourself, what would I tell my daughter or my best friend if they were in this same situation? That's a powerful one. This doesn't mean you're ungrateful for whatever the situation is or that you're bitter. It means that you're simply ready to stop betraying yourself. Walking away is the first step. What comes next is grief. Even though you made the choice, you're going to grieve losing something that has been yours for however long it's been. You're going to have to rebuild, but then you can start rising. You don't just lose people or patterns. You lose the story that once defined you, but in turn, you gain something so much better. You gain you, your voice, your clarity, your peace. Release what's weighing you down. Rewire what you've believed all these years about loyalty and your worth. And rise into that woman who no longer waits for permission to be free because she holds her own permission slips. If you're standing on the edge of a hard decision, this is your sign. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You don't need to justify your healing. You just need to choose the path that leads you back to you. And that's what we do in my program, She Rises. We walk away from the mask, the guilt, the old stories, and we rise together. My clients are leaving behind these old stories of I can do this myself and always pushing through. They've started asking for help. They've realized that sometimes in a relationship, what's missing is a sign of love. Maybe it's a hug. Maybe it's holding hands. Something so small can be so meaningful and bring you so much back to yourself. My clients are realizing they don't have to dedicate all 24 hours in a day to everyone else. As a matter of fact, they're learning to dedicate more time to themselves so that their cup is full and they can dedicate quality time to those other people in their lives. The August round of She Rises is about to start, and I'm keeping this container very small. No more than 10 people are going to be brought on. If you're at all interested, check down in the show notes. There is a link to join She Rises. If you're not sure if it's for you, grab a clarity call. We can chat one on one and see if it's fit, see if I'm a fit, see if we jive, right? Like that's really important as you decide to work with any coach, whether it's me or somebody else. The other thing I have down there in those show notes is something for you. It's a free self-worth reboot. It's a series of affirmations that you can say, you can write, and one powerful thing that my clients have realized is saying it to yourself in the mirror. That mirror work is amazing, and it can really change how your subconscious mind continues to think about your worth.